Hello again. This is Wisdom Reborn, and this is my second video blog. Still getting used to the camera, but wanted to share with you some more of, just what's on my heart, what I've been experiencing, um, the tremendous outpouring of love toward me um, in the wake of a certain, perceived as a conflict, but not really. Um, the main thing that I want to share tonight is um, about owning your own power. What do I mean by that? What do I mean by owning your power? First of all, in order to own something, you have to acknowledge that it exists, that it's there. You also, most people don't want to own something unless it's something of value. So number one, you have to acknowledge that it exists, and also you have to recognize its value. And that was really two things that um, I guess was struggling with, or I had a really hard time doing, um, because it felt comfortable, even though I was not satisfied with, acquiescing to the status quo or conforming to what um, particular, you know, group consciousness, says how it says I should believe or how I should feel or think, and in an effort to, it's my baby boy that still awake, but in an effort to, you know, fit in, be accepted, be loved. Um, I chose the easy route, or so I thought. But that route became increasingly uncomfortable for me. And it's amazing how um, they say that, say, hey, this is my baby boy. Look, let me say hi. Hey. Say, how you doing? Hi. Want to say bye-bye? Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Um, he just wanted to be on camera. He wanted to know what's going on. He has autism, but I'm sure he's quite curious about seeing his mama's face on the computer screen. So, um, the point I was trying to make was that the road of that I had been on for so long of conforming or going along or keeping quiet just to keep the peace or just to go with the flow was no longer comfortable for me. And the point I was making earlier was about there's a quote that says, you know, everything you want in life or your dreams or things that your best life, is waiting for you, but it's just outside your comfort zone. And so I'm thinking that the outskirts of my comfort zone is really where I started to exist, because that's kind of that gray area or that thin line when you begin to make the transition in your mind, in your heart, in your spirit that says, hmm, I'm feeling this way for a reason. I'm drawn toward this direction for a reason. And at some point, I need to start trusting that and not leave it up for validation, not offer it up for any type of inspection or judgment. Or, I mean, people can judge it, but that's not going to be the determining factor that says, I go left or right, or I move forward, or, which direction that I should go. That should rest with me alone. Um, and in doing that, and just allowing myself to believe in my own strength and things that I had learned and experienced over the years. Things that I had learned and experienced over the years. Things that, I had been taught. I mean, things, there's nothing new under the sun. I think I said that in my first video. And what I mean by that is, you regard others around you. You have admiration for people. You have, you look up to certain people, especially if they're in a position of being your mentor. But somehow you think in your mind that somehow they have something that, number one, you do not have, you do not possess within yourself, or even that you cannot obtain, which is why you have to um, go through them or constantly seek for answers, outside of yourself. And to me, the mark of a true leader, the mark of a true coach, um, a true mentor is someone that empowers you to believe in yourself, and someone that says, hey, you can have the same things that I do. That's what Jesus taught us. He said, even he went a step further. He said, these things, greater works, that's what he says, greater works will you do in my name. So what is he saying there? He's saying, the power that I walk in, you're going to be able to walk in that power and even greater. Um, and that's a really big, I mean, that's a huge statement to make, to a follower. Typically, he's making that statement to his disciples or to his followers, because that tells me he has nothing to lose. That tells me that he does not fear you attaining that level of power, because it takes nothing away from his own. And you have to have a certain level of trust in order to be able to feel that way and share that with, those who seek your wisdom. And so, I'm thinking on the name that my mother chose to give me, and I know that, names have meaning, and I'm embracing the meaning of my name more and more. It's Wisdom Reborn, and there seems to be in this late, well, I wouldn't even call it late stage, in this mid-life stage of me being in my 40s, there's a real serious rebirth of wisdom that is taking place, and it's I'll talk about it more as the more I learn about the astrological implications of my age and my birth sign, which is Aries. I'm a fire sign, but specifically, a person being in their 40s and my life number being 5. I'll talk more about that the next time. But I was reassured um, from someone who I got a reading from the other day that, I'm right on time. And whereas I was thinking that, hey, I'm already 40, I should have accomplished this, I should have done that, I should know this, I shoulda, coulda, woulda. But turns out, I'm in the right place at the right time. And I'm feeling a lot of love. I'm feeling a lot of affirmation. I'm feeling um, more sure, more and more sure. Can I say that? Surer? I'll make that word up. But clarity is keeping me. It always has been, and it's becoming more and more clear each day. So as I quiet myself, as I still my mind and my spirit, and listen intently and purposefully, I'm able to hear what's been there all along. And when I hear it, basically, it does. It makes me happy. It makes me feel good. It encourages me to know that number one, I'm not off in left field somewhere. I'm not crazy. We have all these moments of self-doubt and criticism and second guessing who we are. And we it's unfortunate that we do that, but it's really really fortunate when we arrive upon that point in our lives that we have this amazing discovery that hey, this is me, and you know there's power in um, on the inside, and I'm enjoying the journey thus far. I want to say that in life there will be conflict. That was something that I was avoiding like the plague, and I'm sure that many of you have experienced that same you know level of anxiety or that same apprehension to moving into spaces of conflict or having difficult conversations on um, making decisions that were not popular or that people that were close. Because typically it's the people that are close to you in your intimate space that you are remotely even concerned about that whether they care. So I would experience tremendous anxiety when I knew I felt deep within myself that I needed to say, share something with someone, make a decision that was going to be contrary to what um, certain people thought it should be, and I would avoid it. I would I would literally become paralyzed and just move into a state of inaction. And typically that leaves me in a feeling resentful, disappointed, and I internalize it, and then it comes out all kinds of ugly, unexpected, and unpredictable ways. And so I am venturing into a new space in life of owning my power, learning day by day what that means. Um, um, Taking advantage of the resources to tap into it even, you know, deeper or deeply. Um, Getting the foundation, the foundational knowledge from ancient times, um, ancient practices, um, things that our ancestors have passed on to us from years and years, and that's something I missed in my life coming up in terms of African American history and knowledge. But it's not too late to pick up a book. It's not too late to turn on YouTube like you're watching me now, but it's not too late to turn on YouTube and watch videos of people who teach what our African um, mothers and fathers taught us and left for us to learn and to be well and to strengthen and to pass on to the next generation. So it's never too late for you to start digging into who you are. I was telling someone that the other day that, you know, no one can be more me than me. So why not get busy doing that? Um, if I leave you with one thing, I would say be humble, build a strong foundation, get to know who you are, and get start getting more and more comfortable with who you are and being okay with that, in the good, in the you know perceived bad, when there's really no bad, but all mistakes lead us to a better state of ourselves. It helps learn the lesson along the way. We make mistakes, but we learn from them. We learn from them eventually. We do. um, Stay humble. um, ask Ask God, universe, source, to continue to fill you with love each day. Do something to feed your spirit. We feed a lot of things. We feed our bodies, we feed our minds, but do something, and all that's good. It's all good. But do something really to purposefully feed your spirit on a daily basis, because that is what sustains um, all of life. This is me, Wisdom Reborn, coming to you once again. I do hope you continue this journey with me. Um, this is off the cuff, so it may not be um, quite as polished as some other videos that you may watch, but you know, we'll learn and grow together. How about that? All right, thanks for joining me. I appreciate you, and we'll see you next time. Namaste.